How do you eat an elephant? This was what I was thinking about this morning while I was working out. The random things that fly through your head while you're exercising, which is one of the reasons I like to exercise. Um, I'm Nick Cronin with Lafitte Running, and today we're going to talk about how to eat an elephant. More specifically, this is my favorite response, my favorite philosophy whenever people ask, how do I run 100 miles? How do I run any ultra? For that matter, how do you do anything stupidly huge? How do you get an advanced degree? How do you get certified in something? How do you learn to play the piano? How do you learn to do anything that just sounds monumentously just difficult and arduous and will take forever? How do you do that? And the answer I always give is, how do you eat an elephant? It's a stupid old joke, but it's very true. One bite at a time. You start with the little things and you work your way from there. But this morning, I was thinking about this philosophy. You can see it in a previous video, because the way you do something is you start with step number one. You do a little bit and a little bit, and you add up little goals, work your way to those little goals. They add up to medium goals, and then eventually you work your way up to the larger goal. Just one tiny step at a time. Journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. But I was thinking this morning, who the hell eats an elephant? Like, who in their right mind would go like, I'm hungry for lunch, I'm going to kill a whole elephant? And so tribes in various places of the world that have elephants probably have killed elephants. I'm not sure about elephants, but on animals in general, usually when you go hunting, especially as a sustenance kind of hunter, you don't go after a big game animal for yourself. You're a hunter for a tribe. You're a hunter for a community. You're hunting for multiple people. Maybe you're trying to feed your family. I have friends that are hunters, and when they go out, they kill an elk, or they kill a deer, or they kill something huge they can't possibly eat themselves. They butcher it, put it into small packages. I have a cousin who gives them out as Christmas gifts. I know people who are just like, I have all this meat, here, take some. I had an excellent patient one time who he would give us jerky that he made from elk that he hunted, just because partially he was just trying to get rid of it, and partially he was just proud of sharing. How do you eat an elephant? In reality, it takes a community to eat an elephant. And this is what's important when you're taking on a monumental task to remember. Yes, one bite at a time, but also look to the community. How do you eat an elephant? Well, you got to ask people. You got to learn from people who have done it in the past. What did they do? What can I do to start? What's the next step? What's some good advice if something goes wrong? What is the good advice if you have to start over? If you had to change course and try something new, try something different. What if you need help for running ultras? What if you need somebody to help you crew? You need somebody to just drive the car. You need a pacer. If you learn to play the piano, you need a piano instructor. You need people who inspire you, people who have gone in the past and wrote music that you enjoy. Learning from people, asking people to help you, and as you get more advanced into the sport or whatever activity, mentoring people. I have a good friend of mine who is into jiu-jitsu, and he told me one time that you can only get to a certain level learning to fight jiu-jitsu. After a certain point, you can only learn more by teaching others, by mentoring others. And once he started doing that, he learned vastly more than he ever thought he would. So that's the other part of it too. Once you get to a certain point, like, I've reached there, but there's still more elephant. Starting to mentor, starting to teach. So if you are looking for a challenge, and there's the thing, especially as New Year's comes along, we all have the New Year's resolutions, and holy crap, I have always wanted to do blank. I have always wanted to do this thing that sounds ridiculously difficult, outside my comfort zone. How do I do that? Look to your community. Look to the people who have done it before. Look for people with support. And learn how they enjoy the process so you can go out and enjoy the process and learn and grow. So I'm going to leave you with that thought. How do you eat an elephant? It takes a community.